So how many bootable USB drives do you have? So you probably have a Windows, you have some Linux ones, maybe Proxmox. So what if we could put those all on one USB drive and sort of make it the ultimate recovery USB drive? And so we can do that using Ventoy. Ventoy is a multi-boot USB drive where we can put all sorts of different operating systems on. So Ventoy is the first multi-boot USB system. So basically, instead of putting one ISO or one distribution on one drive and so on and so forth, you can drag and drop them onto this one disk, onto this one USB drive, and then boot up, and you get to choose through a graphical interface which one you want to install or try out. So Ventoy is like putting a menu on your USB drive, and then you get to pick which distribution that you actually consume. So who should use Ventoy? So if you're doing Windows installs, Windows recovery, you can stick Windows on there, Linux. If you're doing server software, you can do that, or desktop software. So this is good for Proxmox, for home lab, for setting up a router, troubleshooting a server with server software, so on, and troubleshooting a server, I should say, with recovery software, or a desktop with recovery software, or just about any sort of rescue or installation that you can imagine. So that being said, not every distribution or operating system is supported. So if you look at the Ventoy website, it has a whole list of operating systems that are supported, but not every single one is. So like Home Assistant operating system is not supported. You have to look through the list and pick out the ones that do work with Ventoy. So what USB drive should you use? And so I like using these metal ones. I find the metal ones work much better than plastic ones because they're better at heat dissipating. The other thing you want to be aware of is that minimum, I would say 32 gigs, 64 gigs is what I tend to use. 128 gigs is better. So basically, then you have room for all the ISOs you want, all the recovery tools you want, and any future versions of those as you go along. So is Ventoy safe? So it's an open source project. It's widely distributed, widely used. It's publicly available. I would only download it from the official Ventoy website. In the ISOs that you're going to use, I would only download those from also the official websites. So what you should not do is download things such as modified Windows ISO, pre-configured operating systems, pirated images, and so ISOs from questionable websites. So Ventoy can be safe, but if the ISO that you download is not safe, then obviously it's not safe. To install Ventoy, you need to download it from their website. Okay, so now once you've downloaded Ventoy, double click on it to open it. So it will then go to the Ventoy to disk. Double click on that. Extract all. Extract. Okay, so it will open up a second folder, and then we want to double click that one. And then Ventoy to disk again. And then open. Click OK or yes. And so then we're going to click install. Type yes. OK. And yes. Hey, boo-boo, you're making lots of grunting noise. Okay, so now if we look over here, we can see we have a Ventoy disk. So now we're going to make two folders. So we're going to create one. So right-click, new. So we're going to call this one distros. And then we're going to right click again, new folder, and rescue. And so what we're doing is creating two folders. So one will be our distros and one will be our rescue images. So I'm just going to download some of the things that I downloaded earlier. And install them in the folder. Okay, so that is downloaded, and my English wife brought me some bacon sandwiches while I was waiting. So here we have our distros folder. We open that up. We have some ISOs in there, OpenWrt, Proxmox, Ubuntu, Mate, and ZimaOS. And then if we go over to our rescue folder, we have gparted, memtest, RescueZilla, and system rescue. So let's eject this and let's stick it in our little mini PC here. Okay, so we got our mini PC, got that in there. Let's turn it on. And here you can see we have our different distros that we put in there. If we hit F3, we can see our two folders. So if we go down to our distros, there's our Proxmox, Ubuntu, and ZimaOS. Oh, and one is missing. And probably because it was in its own folder. And then we hit rescue, and there's our gparted, RescueZilla, and system rescue. So let's try one of these. Let's do system rescue and boot in normal mode. There's RescueZilla. We're gonna hit a bunch of things. And there you can see it is booted up and everything works. So let's try a different one. Let's hit reboot. And just like that, we're back at the Ventoy folder here. So let's hit Ubuntu Mate, boot into normal mode, try. There we go. And then just like that, we have the Ubuntu Mate desktop. And just so you understand this, so I didn't flash the USB drive. I didn't format it. All I did was I just copied over the ISO that we want to boot over to the Ventoy USB drive. So briefly, if you have Windows, you can install Windows 10 and Windows 11 ISOs. You can use Windows PE and recovery. And multiple Windows images can exist together. And if you have any issues with Windows, Ventoy has multiple boot options where if your particular ISO is not loading. So here's some common questions that I found. So can I add more ISOs after the first time I do this? Yes, they simply drag and drop. Do you have to reinstall Ventoy? Nope. Can I delete an ISO? Yes, just like you can drag one on, you can take one off or just delete it. Can you create folders? Yes. Can I use a 128 gig USB drive? Absolutely. Can I use an external SSD? Yes. Can I boot Windows? Yes. Can I boot Linux? Yes. Does it work with secure boot? Yes, with some setup compatibility considerations. Is it safe? Yes, when obtained from the official source and when using trusted ISOs. So I made a list of things that I definitely wouldn't put on here. So password files, SSH private keys, API keys, sensitive documents, personal information, and untrusted software. So remember, this is a portable boot device, so treat it like one. So if you lose it, someone else has the ability to boot it up and have access to everything that's on it. So before Ventoy, I would have needed a bunch of different USB drives. Now I just have one USB drive with all the operating system and recovery tools that I need on it. So if you work on computers, run a home lab, or just occasionally have to rescue a computer for one of your friends or relatives, I definitely recommend having a Ventoy USB drive ready to go. So if you already use Ventoy, leave a comment below how you've used it. And if you don't use it yet, what do you plan on using it for? And if you found this information helpful, consider subscribing to Techno Dad Life. We've got plenty more coming up with home lab, Linux, and networking and tech projects. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye-bye.